Good afternoon, happy Sunday. Back at the chicken coop, building walls. Somebody mentioned that this wall doesn't look like it's straight.
There's a reason for that.
I think it's the camera angle, because if you look at it from here, she looks straight.
Well, the other issue we do have is that these bricks are curved.
A lot of the bricks are curved.
So it's sort of the best you can get, but it is going to be covered.
But here too, if you look at it from here, I would say that looks relatively straight.
Mm-hmm.
Or, you know, as straight as we can get
The
it.
thing is, you get bricks like this, which are square there, and then aren't there. But I mean, they're very, very cheap bricks, so do we care? That's very straight.
That bottom one also looks pretty straight. Yeah, I think it's the camera angle that makes it look wonky.
Didn't somebody unsubscribe because we were swearing?
I think a few people have unsubscribed because of our bad language. What do you have to say about that?
Fuck off.
Say that again.
Fuck off.
I mean, on YouTube there is a button when you upload a video to say if your video is suitable for kids or not. Obviously it would tick the not suitable for kids button. So yeah, we don't care. If your kids are watching with you, then that's your responsibility, not ours, in the nicest way possible.
Something.
Trying to explain what you're doing.
Or taking down a window.
Why?
So I can put it in your chicken coop for your stupid chicken.
Do you have a method to this?
Just madness. Yes, so we're taking out the glass because you know full well that if you try and do this without taking out the glass, the only thing you're going to do is smash all the glass, plus the stuff that's used to fitting in the glass appears to be 1,000 years old and is basically dust. So if we didn't remove it, you know, you'd pick it up and it would just fall out.
Have you got that little hammer of yours?
Yeah.
Could I borrow it, please? And the chisel, please. This is where a welder would come in very handy.
I've got an angle grinder.
Yeah, we're going to need that in a minute too.
Yeah. I also have an SDS drill. I also have an SDS drill. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not so sure about taking the glass out now. This one's really solid.
Yeah,
I can't push them out.
No, I think at the bottom, water has got in and ruined
Yeah,
it, but at the
but
top,
the top is...
they're quite solid.
Yeah.
You have to take the broken one out, but the...
Broken one you take out with a hammer.
See the metal frame?
Yeah.
Yeah. The metal frame goes down to the bottom and then appears to go into the concrete.
Hammer me.
Thank you. I don't know whether using the moulds to pull the pins out
It's going to work.
is going to work, or whether it would be better just to get the angle grinder and chop them
Angle
off.
grinder will never get in there. See if you can get a pin out.
You reckon I reckon if you get an angle grinder
Not
in there.
without manking everything would be my concern.
Okay.
Like the hinges and stuff like that. Something on the paper. Oh right. They filled up to a line. Right. Yeah, grinder I guess. Do the best we can because this side we can cut easy.
That you can cut that one if you're not massively
Yeah.
You
Well,
can
I've
get
got
an angle
some.
grinder in there. The other thing is get some eye defenders.
Yeah, not for this.
Yeah, but you've already got bits of crud in your eyes.
Out the way. Come on, move. Dogs too, and you. Go on, gumbalay, jelly jelly. Humdaba, humdaba. Come on, you little fairy fox. And you, thank you.
Talk to me about what you're doing.
Taking the door to put on your new chicken coop.
These are the shed doors. Shed number 17.
Shed number 17. I wish we had 17 sheds. It would make life infinitely easier. No, we have this one, which is this is the old goat shed, what I'm standing in, I think.
Well, the original goat shed of
Yeah.
the house. We never had goats up here. This is the front of the house.
I don't know how they managed to have goats up here. You'd have to walk them down every day. Take this off, pop it to one side with the two windows, and we've got the majority of our stuff for that. We've decided against the other door because it's so well cemented in.
This is the smallest shed door, but it's
Super well fixed.
super fixed to the actual wall. It's too difficult to take. Well, I mean, we could manage it. It's just too much hard work.
Well, it's also
This one doesn't look like it's actually in the wall,
this one's literally just got bits of steel stuck to it. That's it.
so it'll be easier to take off.
Yeah, it's just welded on.
And we need two doors because we're having two separate coops, which will be divided into two.
Yeah. So we can take one door now for them to live in at the moment, and then we can take out the door they've got at the moment, which already has a coop hole door in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're sweet. You gonna paint these?
Maybe at some point.
Sure, Pookie.
Well, look at that, mate.
Yeah, she comes off super easy.
A little scary.
Like the bump here of a Lancer. Right, I'll do the top on this side. Do those two. This one isn't even cemented in, so we'll just slide it out and we'll keep that to go into the wall. Everything is badly made.
Well, no, I think it's badly made. It's just, it was made 50 years ago.
It wasn't a great job when they started, I'm afraid.
What do you think, Booth? What do you think, Nathan?
That's a two. You may need to put that on the tripod and get ready to hold. Where's that bit of metal?
Give me paw. Give me paw. Give me paw. Yes! Yes! You good girl. You good girl.
Sorry, there's sparks in my shirt. Oh, dear. Fibre optic wire. Okay. Just left a little bit. Et voila. Une porte.
Also, people have asked us why we don't use these other buildings.
Really, have they asked that?
This is why we don't use these buildings. This has a floor missing and half of the roof is missing. So this entire building needs to be redone from floor to ceiling.
Well, the walls are fine.
But we are trying to reuse as much from it as possible. Also, if anybody is interested, this downstairs section is going to turn into a gym.
I thought just from there onwards.
Yeah, from this middle door to there. A little indoor gym. And then the rest of it will just be workshops, storage, brewing areas.
Batteries.
Solar batteries. Solar panels will live on the top of this building here because this gets the most sun during the day and evening. This used to be a garage. Our cars do not fit in it, so we don't use it as a garage. Currently it's just empty.
Yeah.
With storage things from our neighbours.
Our little car fits in.
Yeah, but what's the point? Doesn't have a roof.
There's a roof at that end.
Barely. It leaks like a bitch.
buggery. Yeah. Once we've pushed the drive that way a bit, with a little bit of cleaning up, this will be lovely. And just think about how nice this will be when we've put all, oh god, red lead paint. Best wash my hands before I touch my nose. Put arches up from there. I'd swear you can see where they actually used to be here. They used to have that. But every metre and a bit. Steel vertical with a curved arch all the way over this. All the vines planted down there, growing over and up the side, all the way down to the end, where there'll be the big archway for entering the courtyard. And you can have your lovely windows on the side of your gym and the battery house.
Yep. It's going to look lovely in 10 years.
I mean, I almost feel like it's a waste using this for a gym.
Why?
It's going to be a really pretty place to be.
We need to do something other than construction work. My back can't take it.
Well, I mean, how gym do you want to go? Are you like full gym, or are you feeling like half yoga studio?
I just need a mat to stretch. I don't need a yoga studio.
Just a
No,
flat
we need
room,
weights. Some weights,
A
maybe a
bar.
bench, something for pull-ups, and then probably some form of cardio machine.
You're actually going to have a cardio machine. We have a mountain. Go run up and down the mountain.
No, I could hurt myself. What if a boar chases me?
You're going to get a running machine.
I'm going to put a running machine in there, yes.
With the facing out the window, I'm assuming, so you can run on the running machine looking at the mountain.
Yep.
Can you at least make it
Just
across?
imagine how great that would be. On my running machine, looking out here in the mornings for half an hour, doing my barbells and me pull-ups.
Just in case you know, we live next to probably 150 square miles of beautiful like forest pathway.
I've never enjoyed running outside. In the summer, running outside is the worst thing. I have literally gotten diarrhea and thrown up on the side of the roads from running outside. I'm not good with outdoor running. The amount of flies I've swallowed, mate, that is not pleasant. I want to run in comfort.
Don't you have like Ethiopian heritage? I mean, it will look lovely.
Uh-huh.
How do you want to do the windows and doors here then?
I haven't gotten that far yet.
But I mean, no, we need to think about it because it needs to go on the plan because it's an exterior building. Because we need to choose how we're going to do that. This bit doesn't matter at all. The battery room is irrelevant because it's just a shed. But here you're going to need to choose what you want. Because I mean, you're the one who's going to use it.
I mean, it just needs to be one big door, really. It doesn't need much else.
One big door, that size?
Yeah, about that.
I mean, you don't want to be able to see out. You don't want a couple of doors. You don't want a pair that open like that. Some shutters so you can run with it half outside. Do you want aircon in there because you're running? Like, is that where the air conditioner's going to live? So you
No,
can
the door is just going to be open.
That's not going to help you in the summer. That's still an oven. Let's make the assumption that, and we're going to go with another basically matching opening there and there with the corner closed off. So 2 more doors that size. 1, 2, which fold inwards. And then we can annoy Hugh by the fact that we have a yoga studio with a view before he does. Hope you're watching, Hugh. That would be great. And then you can have like the little sound bowls and the incense, all the things you love.
I don't love those things.
No, but you should so get into them. You've got to connect yourself to the local culture.
I don't believe in sound bathing.
Unless it's
I believe in bubble bathing.
little bubble bathing. I don't believe in sound
With a glass of wine
The only kind
and
of
a cigar.
The only sort of sound bathing you do is just a lot of stormsy, like. Take me back to London town. Do you need water supply in there?
No. What for?
I don't know. You put your you could have the doors open. You could have an inflatable jacuzzi.
I hate jacuzzis.
I know. You hate a lot of things. Don't
I
you?
really do. I'm very particular. No, I just know what I like and what I don't like. Don't we, Poos? Don't we? That's called being smart. Being smart.
I have opinions and I stick to them.
You can't see? You can't see? You can't see? Peekaboo! So I made my first batch of soap yesterday. It is now 24 hours later and it's looking pretty good. They've hardened quite nicely. I'm using milk cartons as the mould because I'm too impatient to wait for the moulds to arrive. I have ordered one and then I realised that you could just use baking moulds, silicone baking moulds, but I've already ordered it so I'm just going to wait for it to arrive. But I really wanted to get my first batch done and a few videos that I watched, people just used milk cartons. The only thing is they have to basically peel the milk carton off to get the soap out of the box, whereas the silicone molds, you just sort of pop them out. But we're going to take these out and see what happens. The recipe that I used is from a soap making book. It's like your basic starter to soap making recipe. It uses tallow, and the only tallow that I could find, okay, I need to do this smartly without actually breaking the whole thing apart. The only tallow I could find was pork fat in the supermarket. Whoops. Oh dear. Oh, no, there we go. Yeah, pork fat in the supermarket. So I'm hoping that that's fine, but I think most people use beef tallow, which they don't sell here. We have to ask the butcher, but the butcher that we went to didn't have any, or maybe didn't want to give me any. Tom does have beef fat in the freezer that he uses for cooking. And yesterday I rendered it. So as you can see, this top section here, I need to basically clean this out and then probably just re-render to get a really clean tallow. But hey, this is a tester with pork fat, so we'll see how it is. But the next batch, I think I'm going to use that beef tallow instead. I mean, it looks like soap. I'm not sure if it smells like soap. It kind of smells like pork fat. Oh, this recipe has the pork fat, olive oil, coconut oil, lye. So yeah, super basic recipe. I don't want to start using fragrances or colours until I've sort of done the first test batch, see how it turns out, and then my next one, I think I'm going to do lavender and lemon fragrance oil. Okay, I think this is what it's supposed to look like. I've also ordered the actual like cutting tools for soap. Yeah, again, still waiting for that to arrive. Oh my god. I mean, I would call that a success. That looks like soap to me. Definitely a little porky. These need to cure for 4 to 6 weeks. So I'm going to put a reminder in my calendar, probably for 5 weeks. It's got some air bubbles in there. I don't know what that means. Box number 2. Let's do a lather test with a couple of the offcuts. Don't know why I feel like it's not going to lather. Oops. Oh wow, there's a lather. She is foamy. I mean, I would call that soap. Wow. I really don't know what it smells like. This is why they put fragrances in oils, because basic soap smells a bit funky. Oh wow, that is so silky. My hands, I don't know if they feel greasy or if that's just a really luxurious soap. Anyways, on that soapy note, I'm going to end this video here. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next week. Bye bye.